Welcome to Field Mixologist. I've just received this on the post, so I'm going to open it to see what I've got here and see if we can do a quick recce of what I've got. Oh look, what is this? Okay, I know what this is now. So this is my latest purchase. Air cleaner mounting. Always good to have one of these. So this is a Carter carb. It's a 2-barrel Carter, and I bought it. The seller was convinced that it was a Holley 4160, which it isn't. So this is a Holley 50cc accelerator pump. This is a Holley power valve naked. These are some Holley gaskets that have been used. This is a gasket for this car probably. Now these, yeah, so this possibly is a spare for this one, so we want to keep that. This appears to be a rebuild kit for this particular car, which is good. And I've got here a kind of banjo fitting for a Holley carb. That's always nice to have. What is this? This must be some sort of vacuum takeoff, maybe. This is some sort of thermostat, probably. This is a Holley 30cc pump, which is not good, so goodbye. Okay, O-ring. Ooh, this is okay. So this is an electric choke. Nicky. Okay, interesting. Looks a bit worse for wear. Some rubber bungs. This could be from a Holley carb actually, or from the thermostat from that one. This is a Holley idle mixture screw. This is one of these really helpful things. Take with care, asbestos. This is an SU repair part. Don't do SUs. This is some knackered. I was lucky when they send this sort of knackered bits of hose. This is an accelerator pump for like a Rochester Quadrajet type thing. And woo, more Holley things. This is a different one. This is the inlet for another carb. It's always nice to have. Whoa, this is an accelerator pump of some sort. I don't know if it belongs to this one, we'll see. This is a just a spring for a choke. This probably is some bits for a choke. What else have we got? What else have we got? We've got the other idle mixture screw for Holley, and just rusted bits and bobs. This is the gasket for Holley. Oh, look at this! We've got a check valve. 2 check valves. They're really nice bits to have. And then the other thing. Oh, this is nice. Just a little bit of a screw there. Okay, so all in all, it's like a box of tricks. So obviously this carb is mounted on some sort of, if you can see it here, this is probably some sort of water circulation thing, that the water comes in this way and circulates this way. So probably the first task would be to separate this, and I'm guessing half drive on here. No, interesting. Well, that's a bit better. So I guess the first task will be to separate this out from the base plate, so that I can start getting into the carb. So here I want to do some close-ups, because I've identified already that we might have one or two issues with this carb. And the first one is that the shaft is not only kind of quite tight, but also, if you notice, it doesn't return. So you've got the transfer slot here, you've got the kind of idle mixture here, but the throttle plates don't return. And if you look at this one in particular, this throttle plate is slightly bent, so this is not, so we've got kind of a bit of a problem there. Interesting, this carburetor is made in Australia, and it's a copy of a Carter carb. So this, I think this would be for a Chrysler, kind of like a 318 or maybe a slant 6, kind of Valiant kind of stuff. Most likely some sort of Mopar product. So I'm going to carry on the disassembly now, obviously very carefully, because you have to bear in mind when this is my first ever kind of Carter carb that I'm doing, and therefore when you've got a new carb that you haven't worked on before, you need to be very careful and go very slowly, because obviously I want to make careful disassembly, so that I don't break any parts, or I make sure I keep the carb in one piece. But so far this is not looking that great. So carry on with this build. Let's try and see what other wonders lurk in this scrapyard Carter, as I'm going to call it. So the idle mixture screws, they are relatively easy to get out, which is a rather large bonus. Ooh, that doesn't look very good. Okay, so always a little plastic bag, all the bits. So I guess now is probably a good time to take the top off and see what sort of. So I'm not expecting this thing to be pretty inside. And I've never done one of these before, so I think I'm more or less there. So let's have a look. Top off. Let's see this one. Ha. Okay. Is there anyone there? All right then. Okay. So let's have a look. This is what remained of the accelerator pump. Oh, there is a nice little. So this is very important. So we're gonna plump it in there. So this might be rods that they could be vacuum actuated. So I need to be generally, just a little bit careful when I when I take it apart. It's not terribly bad. Obviously, it's going to need a fair chunk of work. But let's have a look if I can do the base plate. So. Okay, came off really easily, and you can see, as I showed you before, that this has got like a fair chunk of corrosion, and again the throttle is still not returning, so that might be a bit of an issue. But I'm more worried about the state of the throttle plate actually. But I think we'll kind of work something out. This gasket, I'm going to keep the gaskets because I need to make sure that I procure the right spares if I'm ever going to have a chance to put this thing actually back together. Oh, hello. Okay, so you came out of there. Okay, so I think now it's kind of onwards and upwards with the disassembly of it. The fuel level seems okay. I'm intrigued by this kind of rods here. So I'm gonna have to kind of go on the interwebs and stuff and see, you know, what's the purpose and how do you calibrate them. But this is going to be a bit of an adventure, if I'm honest, but I think it's going to be fun. If I can make it work again, it would be good.